My name's Leo Martin, and you're in Plymouth, Massachusetts at the location of the Forefathers Monument, the National Monument to the Forefathers. Folks, you are staring at the largest freestanding granite monument in the United States. It's 81 feet high. This monument was designed by a gentleman from Boston, an architect by the name of Hammett Billings. And as we look at the monument, we're going to see 5 statues. The first 2, faith and morality, inward governance. The next 3, law, education, liberty, external. And we'll see how the internal affects the external. Look at faith. That beautiful young lady's facing the ocean. She's actually facing the exact route the Pilgrims took when they came from England to start a new life based on biblical law. You might notice she's standing on a rock. That's Plymouth Rock. To us in Plymouth, Plymouth Rock is a sign of the overthrow of tyranny. We left Europe, we broke the chains of tyranny, we stepped on Plymouth Rock and found the piece of the Bible. And as you look up into her hand, you will see the Bible. You might see that it's open a little bit, as if a breeze were blowing through that Bible. Well, if you had asked the Pilgrims, they'd say, oh, that's no breeze, that's a spirit. That's the Holy Spirit. When we look at the smaller statues underneath faith, you're going to notice a representation of both the Old and the New Testaments. This young lady has the 10 Commandments in one hand, the law from the Old Testament. Rolled up neatly in her lap on the other side, the scroll of Revelation. Notice the breastplate. Very similar to the breastplate of the high priest of the Old Testament. Why is that there? Now that we have a relationship with God, He's talking to us, we're talking to Him, we have a priestly mission. What is our priestly mission? Moving that church from England to Plymouth to start a new life based on biblical law. That's the mission. Folks, this is half the passenger list of the people who came on the Mayflower. 18 married women came on the Mayflower. 14 died the first winter. Sacrificing themselves for the next generation, they honored the individual. And what is the result of what they did? The country we have today. Law. Take a look at the look on this guy's face. You want to break the law with this guy around? I don't think so. He's got your number. But he also has his hand held up in mercy. Over here, a small statue of justice. Over here, mercy. What does that mean? The punishment has to equal the crime. Underneath, signing a peace treaty with the Indians. Should they be equal under our law? Absolutely. 1621, we wrote a handwritten 6-point peace treaty. Everybody's equal. Did they test it? You bet. 1630, 3 Europeans killed an Indian on the Rhode Island border. 2 were captured and brought back to Plymouth for a trial. Naturally, the Indians thought it would be a joke, a mock trial. John Jenney found the 2 men guilty and had them hung. Everybody was equal under the law. Education. Book of knowledge on her lap, the Bible. On her head, a wreath representing honor, honor of intelligence, education. Over here, a small statue of youth, a young mother holding the hand of a child, teaching that child from the Bible, teaching that child right from wrong, how to behave in public, how to honor your adults. Education was a family affair. Everybody got involved because the Pilgrims knew if that biblical education skipped a generation, there would be trouble. Folks, this is my favorite. Liberty. Look at the muscles on that guy, will you? Check out the breastplate, the sword, the helmet. But look at the sword. It's in the sheath. It's in the defensive position. This battle is over. It has been won. He has a lion draped over his shoulder. In the secular world, the sign of tyranny. In the Bible, Satan. The lion's been slain. The chains on his hands and feet have been broken. He's broken the chains of tyranny. That is the Pilgrim story, nothing else. Let's take 1 minute and look at the quote in the back. Governor William Bradford wrote this quote. Thus out of small beginnings, greater things have been produced by his hand that made all things of nothing and gives being to all things that are. And as one small candle may light 1,000, so the light here kindled has shone unto many, yea, in some sort to our whole nation. Let the glorious name of Jehovah have all the praise. That quote is facing the rest of our nation, to let our nation know what really happened here in Plymouth. Folks, that is the Forefathers Monument.